Virtual reality is the newest and biggest thing happening in physics today. Virtual reality does a better job of explaining the results of physics experiments than does the competing idea, which is materialism. It explains quantum mechanics in a way that is more intuitive and logical, and rather than a way that is entirely computation-based. So, virtual reality has some interesting characteristics. And all virtual realities share these same characteristics. So let me use an example, the World of Warcraft. That's a rather old example, but most of you will be familiar with that. World of Warcraft is a virtual reality and a multiplayer game. One of the characters that you can play, one of the avatars, because characters in a virtual reality are called avatars, one of the avatars you can play is an elf. Now, we have a couple of facts about virtual reality. One is that the computer that computes the virtual reality, that computes the World of Warcraft, cannot exist inside the World of Warcraft game. Okay, the computer has to be outside that World of Warcraft reality frame. In other words, the frame where the elf lives can't contain the computer that computes the elf. Okay, that's easy. Now, the elf is just a computation. It just looks like an elf. It's a picture of an elf that moves and does actions. But all of the actions it does are animated by a player. Without a player, the elf doesn't do anything except stand still and wobble a little bit. The player is the elf's consciousness. So just the same as the computer, we can surmise that the consciousness must always be outside of the virtual reality, just like the computer. The consciousness must also be in the same reality frame as the computer, because the player and the computer are constantly sharing information with each other. Another way of saying this is that if this is a virtual reality, our consciousness and the computer that's creating this virtual reality have to be non-physical to this virtual reality. Non-physical to us being the avatar, this body. That is a rather large statement, that our bodies are avatars. Our minds are consciousness, and that our consciousness and the computer computing this virtual reality is non-physical to us.